Rust used to be a zombie survival game for real. Then Rust deleted zombies, deleted an entire version of the game, and even tried an XP leveling system that wiped out blueprints. Today, we're time traveling through the most insane features Rust removed with receipts. Let's start with the wildest one. In early Rust, you weren't just worried about nakeds and wolves, you had zombies. And on February 6th, 2014, the devs straight up posted, "We are no longer a zombie survival game." Zombies were removed and replaced with red bears and wolves, basically a placeholder threat while the game pivoted. February 6th, 2014, Rust removes zombies. Next, the version of Rust. You can't just boot up anymore. Legacy. In mid-2014, Rust did that big reboot where experimental became the future, and they kept the older version around as a branch you could still launch. They even wrote that Legacy would eventually be removed from the default branch. Then, on December 8, 2016, it happened. This week I removed it. The devs cite low real player counts, unreliable server numbers, and the hassle of keeping it available. Now the era that feels like a fever dream, the XP leveling system. On July 7th, 2016, the devblog literally opens with "Time to start over." The XP system is here. You'd earn XP from almost everything: chopping, mining, crafting, hunting, and even an ownership idea where your actions could keep generating XP later. It was a full-on progression rewrite. And here's the part players still argue about years later. When XP arrived, Rust didn't just add a new system, it removed a core one. The patch notes for that same devblog list remove blueprints, blueprint fragments, and remove research bench. So overnight, the old find the right blueprint loop got wiped out in favor of leveling. Here's the plot twist: XP didn't last. In devblog 134, November 3rd, 2016, the headline is basically a victory lap: XP is out. The devblog straight up says the XP system is gone and explains why. It changed the feel of Rust into a grind to level up, got boring once you hit the top, and was painful to maintain long term. Their fix was the component system: no more locked items, no more blueprints, and progression pushed into scavenging uncraftable components in the world. Alright, this one is for the base builders. There was a time when you could craft and place a mining quarry, basically turning your base into an ore factory. Then in devblog 189, December 7th, 2017, the devblog announces new quarry monuments and says, "Old deployable quarries are no longer craftable, and only quarries found at monuments can be used." They even frame it as a control point fight, rare locations, heavily contested by factions. Here's a smaller one, but it's perfect for the Rust used to be weird vibe: paper. In devblog 195, January 25th, 2018, the devblog calls paper a totally useless hoop and says it was removed, so notes in the building plan can be crafted directly from wood. Tiny change, but it's a great example of Rust deleting pointless friction. Last one for part 1, some removed content wasn't an item, it was the world itself. The official wiki notes that since June 2018, some popular prefabs were removed from Rust's assets, and that's why old custom maps throw missing prefab errors. The wiki even lists examples like a bridge prefab marked removed. If you played old community maps, part of that world literally disappeared. And that's part 1 of Rust's deleted history: zombies cut, legacy erased, XP and blueprints nuked, portable quarries gone, and even paper deleted from existence. If you want part 2, hit like, subscribe, and comment which removed feature you wish came back. Next time we're covering the super weird stuff: locked backpacks and lockpicks, blood bags, and other mechanics that feel like they belong to an alternate timeline.